fly around me. Let's spend some time. Just spend some time with me.
Feeling important. Feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier. Feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older. I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over. I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized. I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy. All I can do is try.
Don't waste my time. Don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe. Don't miss my energy. Let's take a ride. Just fly around me. Let's spend some time. Just spend some time with me.
Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type. Some people not the vibe.
Shangilia, bango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, bango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa. Maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
Songs in
See how I look when you know move. See where's it take credit to you do. See your kwangu pozangu. God when him true, got a better view. And it since I met you, when you nuru yangu. Fact of the matter. See my Christ is the answer. You got me, so I gotta get it. Raise up the banner, make him not forget it. Stop searching for truth on my socials. Looking for answers, got promos. Sana jua, there's only one way. Ni yesu munoma, only one way. Mungu ni munoma, ni munoma. Mungu ni munoma, ni munoma. In his image and his likeness, yeah. In his image and his likeness, yeah.
rapping my shit and my God is the biggest out there. I've been feeling the rap with them scriptures all over like, yeah. I know you like it, cause you know Jehovah's son is invited. And every time that he shows up, demons are finished. So there goes my heartfelt condolences to the enemy. I'm seated in heavenly places far beyond this reach. My advocate is Jesus, I'm enjoying immunity. Paid by the blood, restoration by the Father. I'm in the assembly of the firstborn, enrolled in the heavenly places of the dawn. Spirits of the righteous made perfect for God by the blood of the Lamb. Now I walk like him, talk like him, reign with him, and it calls me years. Made in his image, tell me do you see it? Son of the dawn, rapping my city, you heard?
In his image and his likeness, yeah. In his image and his likeness, yeah.
My shit and my God is the biggest out there. Cause you know Jehovah's son is invited. And every time that he shows up, demons are finished, so done.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good morning, Sheversations. It is which day of the week is it? Tunajua mi usahau ni siku gani. Leo ni Wednesday. I feel like I said it was Wednesday on Monday. Ama nakumbuka last Wednesday. That's how bad it is. Ni weather yenu guys. Blessings and blessings are upon us. It is raining. Sijui mbona niko excited because matope yo. Sababu, we don't live in those places with suburbs. You know guys, something I've ever wondered. I used to ask my mom, why is it that on TV, how watu wanakanyanga nje, wanaingia alafu, hawatoi viatu, wanakanyanga seats na viatu. And my mom told me hawananga vumbi. I was mind blown as a child. I was like, outside is full of that, literally. So imagine me seeing that, literally. So imagine me seeing these kids on TV, wanapanda viatu, like wanapanda viti makes sense to me. And that's what I aspire to. I aspire to live in a neighborhood where there is no, in a neighborhood where there is absolutely no soil. Soil iko anda. You know, if it's inside your garden is landscaped. There's a little border ya mawe, a little fence, you know? That's honestly what I aspire to. And then pavements everywhere and fully tarred streets. See these streets zetu zenye, wacha tu. Kama labda zenyu ziko sawa. Maybe I'm the only one who's suffering juu. By the time I get to work, my shoes, my feet are normally very, very interesting colors. Sijui vumbi. Unaniona sai kunanyesha alafu, mi nimetoka na vumbi. Like part of the road is dusty, the rest of the road is muddy. And I'm like, guys, I can explain. So yeah, anyways, we welcome the November blessing of rain. I hope that this rain, iwe na adabu. In moderation, because they say too much of anything is poisonous. So Sir Gerd, Mali Uko, I know you're listening to us. Tunasikia venye nimeshrabi your God. Because kumeza mate. Yes, please. Moderation. Rain in moderation. What are you guys looking forward to this as we walk into our Christmas season? I know before we get into there, we have to educate each other about gender-based violence. So, you know, on your mark, get set, ready. We are coming out with our 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. That's going to start on the 25th of this month. And I want to know, after that, what are you guys looking forward to? Aside from Safe Kenya for Women, a happy Kenya where everybody can walk in the streets peacefully, can be in their homes peacefully, girls can go to work, to school, and go about their business, living their best lives peacefully. What are you guys looking forward to? I am looking forward to spending time with community, spending time with people that I haven't seen in a long time. For those of us that don't live in close proximity with our families, we are excited to see that. Now, ingine, I know we are bracing yourselves for family trauma. Family trauma, to enjoy he December, but I rebuke. If your Christmases have been weird before, come enjoy. I'll put you on my calendar. Guys, my calendar is always open for you. It is always open for you, Nivenye. You guys don't believe me. Because ukuinje hampendangwi. And so when somebody tells you that they're ready to love you, you're like, Ni kweli. Imagine it's true. It's very true, and that's how I'm feeling about you guys. And we started the show off with Energy by HSKE, MDQ, Mayonde Polaris, Pauline, and then we had my fave, Monoma, 1005 songs, Shani and Wood, Omolo. Right about now, we're gonna hear from another fave of mine, that's Power Cable by Brandy Minor, as well as Okelo Marks, and then Only You by Miss Karun. Enjoy.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Set the operation nice and fitty. Roll one up, yeah. Things it can get tricky. Napenda kumedi na mziki. Kama ni mapenzi then baby, ulinifanyia nini? Cause I really wanna get time to get know ya. Like any time flies. Ntaku treat like I'm supposed to. If you just let me show ya. Ntakupa rest on my chest and my shoulders. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight there. Loving you him since then. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight. Loving him since then.
Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Look at the stars, shining so bright to get your attention. But we're so in love, so magical. I'll never love again. Believe it's planning a future now. And when we make love, you taking all the pain away. Oh, Tina Timranade, universal love me ani chango atondenate. Pokna yudo machalo kodi ale moni ani bende. Abide Luanda ni Luanda migeno. Okana go pain, okana podi. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable.
Was so scared to fall in love again, but your touch is everything. When you're my everything, scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. When you're my everything, when you're my everything, when you're my everything, when you're my everything. Oh, was so scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. When you're my everything. Have I been on your mind like you've been mine? Cause I feel like I'm spending days going back through time. Yeah, I find myself looking back at the days we shared love. And you said I've been in a daze, didn't know how much I still care for you. Oh, I've been reminiscing, it's only you. I've been reminiscing, it's only you. I wouldn't be the same, no, cause I wouldn't play the same game, cause I know, yeah. I wouldn't be the same girl, cause I can't go through the same pain, cause I know where your heart lies when you cry, where your eyes go when you lie. Boy, I know you, yeah. Tell your mother I said I never got
kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
So that was Only You by Miss Karoon. And right before that, we had My Bebo Power Cable by Brandy Minor, as well as Mr. Okello Max himself. How you doing? How you feeling? It is 18 minutes past 11 here on Sheversations. This a gloomy Wednesday, but I don't know why I'm not feeling the gloom. This is, I don't know if you guys have ever had like a nice... I don't want to say vacation. I don't want to trigger you guys. Because kuna vitu zingine unasemanga huku Kenya watu wanakukasirikia tu. So maybe you've not had a vacation, but maybe you've had a nice long weekend. Ama you've had a nice Saturday where you visited somebody, and I want you to picture this. Alafu inje kulikuwa tu hivi, this gloomy weather, this rainy weather, cloudy weather. Like it's not cold, it's not hot. It's just the weather, the temperature is just perfect. Alafu kona dirisha, a big window somewhere, and you're inside under a nice cozy blanket, playing games, I'm having good conversations, eating good food with not a worry in the world, a little getaway, a little escape. Because I think this is what this weather reminds me of, and I'm in a space in my life where I'm so content, and I hope that this season is forever. Please, can it be? Yes, thank you. And this weather just makes me feel so nice and cozy, honestly. I heard it raining usiku. I have no idea what time, because I just knew kunanyesha huku nje. I'm not sure what time it rained. I'm not sure, because by the time I was waking up, it wasn't raining no more. And rain is one of my favorite feel-good moments. Bora tu I'm inside. I'm not needed to be anywhere. I'm not supposed to be going outside. And I can be warm. Kuna stima. I'm watching what I want. The bed is comfortable. I'm just asleep. That is one of my favorite moments in life. So let me know what kind of weather makes you feel good, what makes you move, what makes you feel so settled, what puts you in that getaway vacation mode. Poleni, guys. I don't mean vacation. I mean getaway mode. I mean nice Saturday mode. And but imagine, plan for it. I used to wonder, another question I used to ask my mom is, why is it that white people, this is me as a child, why is it that white people have money for holiday, for vacation? Is it that they're so much richer than us? Because I used to observe on TV that a lot of those white people used to struggle. And I'm like, okay, so how comes if on TV I'm seeing that this guys are struggling, their lights are being cut off, they're doing 9 to 5, they're struggling, they're doing 2 or 3 jobs in one day just to make ends meet. So who's coming to Africa and on which finances? And the fact that you would come across a white person, I did, now and then, and they're like, oh no, I actually don't have enough. But I'm like, you had enough to cross the ocean. What do you mean you don't have enough? I don't have enough to buy my favorite snack or my favorite toy or my favorite book or the outfit that I want. So what do you mean you don't have enough, yet you had enough to cross the ocean? And then again, my mom told me that they actually save throughout the year, or they save for 2 years, and they know what exactly they want to do and they save. Well, capitalism has made sure that the power of the dollar allows people to save like that for that kind of a vacation. And honestly, dollar or not, pound or not, euro or not, I don't care. At this point, that's the kind of person I'm going to be. I'm going to afford vacation even if I can't afford vacation, because you just have to make it happen. That's what I do. Are we never going to go on vacation because we're not white people who don't have the power of the dollar in our favor? Listen, guys, I have Jesus. He's in my favor, and my father is called Jireh, provider. So that's what it is. That's the Delulu. That's the Delulu that's going to be my Solulu. So what's happening today? The weather is an interesting situation. So of course, that's number one. That's top on my mind. And then the other thing that we're just talking about here with a couple of my colleagues is the coffee situation in Kenya. So do you guys know that coffee is one of Kenya's biggest exports? Do you know that Kenya makes the best coffee in the world, closely followed by Ethiopia? Did you guys know that? And do you guys know that you actually do not have access to the best coffees in the world? Did you know that? So what I did is I actually Googled the top coffees in Kenya, the top coffees in Africa. And the only ones I recognize there is Java Coffee and Dormans. Now, if you're a coffee lover, tell me if Dormans is doing it for you, because Dormans does not do anything for me. I'm so sorry, Dormans Coffee. We love you. I mean, do we? That's just what you say when you want to be polite. You're okay to me, this is my opinion. This does not represent anybody else's opinions. And all I wanted to say is that capitalism has done a number on us, because you find that we have the best. We have the best gold in a cup. That's coffee, brown gold. Lakini, we cannot afford it. It's not even available to us. And when you look for it, you literally cannot afford it, because what do you mean? I need at least 1,000 to buy 500 grams of coffee, which needs to be pressed, needs to be processed. Just I need a coffee maker or a coffee press. That's very interesting to me. And I think that capitalism has done a number on us, honestly. And that's just not something that I am okay with. That's not something I'm comfortable with. It means that we need to continue educating ourselves so that we can say no to some of these things, so that when we're in school and celebrating ourselves as, we have one of the most vibrant flower markets in Africa and in the world as well. We have the best coffee market in Africa and in the world. And then you grow up and realize it's actually not available to you. Then the world gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And I'm actually rejecting some of these things. And I need us to be in the know, because information is what starts everything. Do you know that information is what starts revolutions? It's an idea. Everything is started as an idea. So if you understand something, you're able to process it. You're able to take it to the next level, and you're able to start actioning it and actualizing it until it manifests into a reality that you can be proud of, that you can benefit from. And the reality that I am creating is a reality that is full of information. Anybody who is listening to me is not going to be an ignorant human being, even though sometimes we choose to just take a moment and check out from the horrors that are going on in our country for the sake of our mental health. But regardless, we're not going to be ignorant Sheversationalists. So I just want you to go do research on the coffee industry and let me know what's actually going on in this country. If you're a farmer, you're a producer, you're a provider, you package, maybe you're working over at cafe, you're working at Java, you're working in some fancy cafe shop where exclusive coffee, top quality coffee is sold. Let me know what your experience and the information you have about that industry is, because honestly, what I found out did not make me happy whatsoever. Yeah. But let me know what you're thinking about. What is on your mind? That's what was on my mind this particular morning. Politics, casual guys. We're going to talk about politics on Friday. Maybe. And right about now, I'm going to play for you Waiting for You by Miss Karoon, Skim Music and New Funk, and then Pen and Paper by Karoon. And this is for you, my loves.
Power Radio.
I'm waiting
And power
waiting
up.
for you. Time waiting for you. Waiting for you. I spent time waiting for you. Time waiting for you. Waiting for you. Wasting life waiting for you. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm moving on. Wasting time waiting for you. 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 Waiting for you.
waiting for you nina ngoja. Hawa super wote si wataki mia moja. Na kuombea macho bright eyesight, uone past easy trash website, uone mi ndio Mr. Right. Kama ni wewe baby nita fight, na nimekuwa deep na msick hope mta get well. Na niko deep sana you can't see the point. My dry jokes zinafanya wana wetu wana choke.
Skim music, hey. Okay, wacha ni confess. Haujai ni get na sauna regret. Unakumbuka ulinijua one day ukasema niko down ati sita why make. Na sauna sema ati mini real from fake. Unaniuliza uko high mi ukuwa all day. Buda no way wanna to record on tape. Niko different baby, songa uniwezi. Ex wangu every time ati mbona unipendi. Nili move on kwa mapenzi mimi ni pedi. Very stupid.
Man, I spent time waiting for you.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Would you be my pen and paper? I could write your destiny. Maybe I could see it later, and I'll show you the rest of me. After you, I feel better. Oh, you're like my therapy. Wish that I could feel this forever. Commit you to my memory. Yeah, I feel closer to myself, but it's sad to see that you're bad for my health and you're stuck with me. I feel better when I write it down, yeah, for myself to see. 'Cause I'm out here wondering if you will be there for me. 'Cause it was fine when we started, and I wonder if you're toxic. And I spend all my days now in a state of need, and I'll be there for you even though you're bad for me. Even though I wonder will you say no for me? Would you be my pen and paper? I could write your destiny. Maybe I could see it later, and I'll show you the rest of me. After you, I feel better. Oh, you're like my therapy. Wish that I could feel this forever. Commit you to my memory. Ukinikaribia, najiachilia. 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 Ukinikaribia, najiachilia.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Sasa nilikuwa nawatafutia udaku, guys. Nilikuwa nawatafutia udaku, masimu zangu zimekwama, but oh my gosh. What are we thinking about Trump and Kamala Harris? What are we thinking? Whose side are you on? Najua tu mtanichukia, but I think Trump will win. And honestly, I never thought I would be saying this out loud. But I think Trump will win. Kamala Harris, how are the girlies doing? You know, what do we think about this black Indian lady? You know, this black liberal. What do we think about her? What do you guys think? Me, no, Trump to win. Based on how I understand America, to be honestly, I really think he's going to win. And I think it's going to drive a lot of people crazy. So, and then I have another question. Why are we so interested in American politics? Is it that, first of all, our president has made deals? We are slaves for life. Have we ever said on this show how your children's children are going to be born in debt? Like the debt that we have as a nation. Your children's children. Bruv. Your children's children are going to be born in debt. That's how bad it is. But that aside, IMF matters aside, maneno za UN na sijui who else it is that we owe aside. We don't owe the UN, guys. I'm just putting that out there. You know, all the different power groups that are, you know, puppeteering Kenya as a nation with permission from our politicians. Why is it that we are so obsessed? The world is obsessed with American politics. Do you think America knows what's going on in Kenya? Like, aside from the ones who are coming to watch, you know, the ones who are coming to watch just to make sure that democratic processes are being followed. Why are we so interested in American politics? What is it that makes us so obsessed? Because, guys, honestly, sijui kama I've chosen blissful ignorance. I'm not sure if I need to be checked. You know, if all is well with me. I'm just okay just being an African Kenyan girl who is more content knowing about my own country, what's going on in my neighborhood, than what's going on uko inje. Sana when it comes to these things. But anyways, if you're a general knowledge person and you don't want to be ignorant, ni sawa to know what's going on there. My question is, are we a little bit obsessed with American politics? Are we just a little bit? That's my question. I'm not saying that we don't watch the news. I'm not saying don't know what's going on in the global scale. Sana, because it will come to affect us one way or another. If the American economy was to do a chew, Istanbul kidogo ndio sisi hawa kama Kenya sliding downhill. I am telling you, it's literally so funny how tied we are in the international scene because of the deals that have been made. It's literally not even a laughing matter, but it's, you know, when something is so sad that you just laugh because you can't feel anything else. Like the only option is to go crazy or to go numb. That's how I feel about femicide. That's how I feel about GBV. That's how I feel about our economy. And that's how I feel about how Kenya is so much entangled in the international scene that if anything so much as happens to China, hivi gungung, Kenya ndio yo imeenda. Something like this more happens to America, Kenya ndio yo. IMF waamue sasa they add, okay, that's the whole world. Let's put IMF aside. Do you get what I'm saying? But anyways, if you're an economist, you know, you're a political analyst and you understand how these matters tie into each other, come. Just give me a DM, holla at me, holla at us at Power Radio across all social media platforms and at Caroline Murote across all social media platforms, and come let me know how it is. Kuja, come school us on these things, because I keep telling you guys, I know a lot, but I am just a girl. And today, we're not going to be professoring about anything. Today is a chilled show. You know, we said no politics today. Serikali leo, atutaki usaidizi. Leo, we're not complaining about anything. Today, we're just gonna be the girlies talking about things that zinatuhusu. And I hope you enjoyed Pen and Paper by Miss Karun. It's a different sound, definitely. It's a different sound than what we're used to. And we had Waiting for You. And right about now, we have Wondering Why by Karun, GR Hook, as well as Manifest. Enjoy.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Just wondering why. You know I'm wondering what they say, right? I see them looking, but this feels right. You know I'm wondering what they say when I'm just wondering why. I'm always giving second chances. I'm over tripping on romances. But I'm still hoping that it lasts when I'm with you. Wondering why. Cause I wonder why I'm so high. It feels high. So high. Oh, I'm wondering why I'm so high. It feels right. Cause I'm just wondering why.
Spacing out to my porch with a candle and torch. I do tend to be in my head sometimes. I'm ahead of my time. Time traveling thoughts. Think I found what I lost. Got a tendency to commit a love crime. Hey, I drink adore song by the highest awesome. Normalist overrated, so I embrace my troublesome. I can't do routine, my darling. Know that there is cumbersome. Give me some, let me give you more. I joke cool with my main one. It's cool when the rain comes. Cool, that's too true. Don't wonder why, let's blaze one. Wondering why. Wonder why I'm anti-so. Wondering why. Wonder why I like them so.
You know I'm wondering what they say, right? I see them looking, but it feels right. You know I'm wondering what they say when I'm with you. Wondering why. Cause I'm wondering why I'm so high. It feels right. So high. Wondering why. Oh, I'm wondering why it's so high. Yeah, it feels right. Just wondering why. Just wondering why.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
I don't know what to say. All I think about is how you're making me crazy. All night, all day. I'll be walking around with a smile so blazing. You make me happier. I never thought in 1,000 years you'd be the one to make me feel this way. Yeah, I'm gonna dance with you for a night or two. Yeah, I'm made for you. No, you see and do. I'll hold space for you. If you want me to, yeah, I'll wait for you. There's no rush, you know. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you make me happier, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. You make me happier. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you make me happier.
Yeah. I'm feeding you this love, can you feed back? I'm giving you these kisses, can you kiss back? I only re-up so I can relax. Just friends, but there's more, I can see that. Lines crossed, now my wall's broken. Mali in my pocket like a token. Nearly at your friendship, cause clearly you be chosen. So hard to love, but you're so soft-spoken. I could play your favorite song on repeat. I would play your favorite song on repeat. Nikki cook, then you be a recipe. I could play your favorite song on repeat. And so it goes, different colored racks on some gold, cause you want it gold. Different colored racks for the bro, we be sipping full. Hoping that the pain keep canny cheapo. And hoping that you stay in the places I go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you make me happier, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. You make me happier. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you make me happier. Yeah. Know in my heart I'm made for you. I'm made for you. Knew from the start you don't want me to. You don't want me to. Cause you're running through my mind. You're an angel, you came and
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
No, guys, if these kinds of jams don't bring nostalgia, I don't know what does, because woo, as a 90s baby. So that was Just Friends by Miss Karun Mombru. I'm a Mombru. Mimi sijui wasanii hatujuangi how to pronounce your names. And then there's Kahush. Wow. And then iyo kahush ya hush mjue tu it's a dollar sign. So unajua pesa kwako. I hope it's actually reflecting in your bank account. Right before that, we had Wondering Why, again by Miss Karun, GR and Hook, as well as Manifest. Wow, the nostalgia I got, that felt like the kind of jams that I used to listen to when I was in high school. Still Ambia who, and just when I got into campus a while back. That was so beautiful. Miss Karun, you're doing it. And the song was Just Friends. Is there somebody that you're just friends with that you wish was a little bit more? Is the answer yes? Stop it, guys. Stop it. Leave people alone. Leave people's daughters and sons alone, guys. Let's be single and be content and be happy. Mimba is real. STDs is real, guys. HIV AIDS is real and heartbreak is real. Let me tell you, we're all much safer when we're single. And I'm not saying that because Japatam too. I'm not saying that because I'm bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm very happy to be single. My throat. I'm very happy. I'm very content. And I'm just saying, think about it. It's better if you were just friends with the person that you're crushing on. It's better because what's the worst that could happen? Literally, absolutely nothing. Utaskia vibaya for 5 minutes. Unless you want to be like, when you wanaambiwa, I'm so sorry, babe. Baki venye ulikuwa before we were dating. The way you were before I met you, guy. How is that girl doing? Can somebody check up on her? Because I don't think she's doing well. I mean, if it was you, imagine your babe of like more than a year, alafu akwambie, mi nakupenda lakini baki venye ulikuwa before nikupate. What? That is actually diabolical. Na sijui, I've been thinking about that all week. And I just need somebody to check in on that girl. But speaking about checking in, who are we shouting out today? Our Woman Crush Wednesday. Our Woman Crush today is Miss Karun, obviously. Of course. We have her monopolizing our playlist, giving us a good. So Miss Karun, her full name is Karun Soni. And she was born February 5, 1996. So a proper 90s baby, a millennial in Nairobi, Kenya, in our capital city. And she has an interesting background, an interesting upbringing, which really played a significant role in shaping her musical journey as well as her artistic identity. So let's see what she's about. So she comes from a diverse cultural background, and of note is that she has Indian blood. She's of Indian descent, partially, and because of this multicultural heritage, it's really influenced her music as well as artistic expression, which allows her to draw from various cultural elements as well as musical styles. In other words, she's not as boring as you. Honestly, I really do have violence unprovoked. And I need help. Please recommend me to your nearest pro bono therapy, because this economy just would not allow. Pro bono, guys, the best nearest pro bono therapist that you have. I clearly need help. I'm clearly dealing with some issues, and the most you can do is holla, just send a contact my way, please. Please do. Ni mimi nimesema I need help. So family influence. She grew up in a musically inclined family, which really fostered her love for music from an early age, and her family actually supported her artistic pursuits, providing a nurturing environment where she could explore her talents. Alafu kuna mimi mwenye niliambiwa ati nataka kuchorachora vitu for what? Ati hawa cartoons gonna help my future. Kai. I once asked if I could go for guitar lessons, and then my dad asked me for what? I used to draw, guys. I was a fine artist, and now I'm not fine anymore. I was told, Atini saw my French, do I go and work for the UN? I'm having a moment. If you can't tell, this is very personal to me. So we thank God for Miss Karun's parents because now we have her. Alafu kuna mimi hapa working for the UN. Anyways, at least I'm talking about people. Niko sawa. I'm okay. Please send me your therapist contacts. Yeah. So, what was Miss Karun's childhood like? She was exposed to music from an early age, different genres of music, and her family introduced her to a variety of sounds, which fueled her passion for music. She participated in school choirs and in local talent shows, where she showcased her singing abilities earlier on. Let me take another moment. Right now, guys, I'll be the Picasso of Kenya. I'll be having my art being displayed there at Alliance Francaise and who knows which other galleries. If you know my dad, somebody just call him and say, you did your daughter dirty. Somebody tell him. Because me, I used to draw, guys. I was really good. Nitawaletea some of my artwork so that you can affirm my self-esteem and help me pick it up a little bit and my broken dreams. But I need as people who maybe have not yet gotten the opportunity to have kids, and people who are planning to have kids, and maybe some of us who are complaining about our CBC kids being home. I need all of us to understand that your child's God-given talent is your child's God-given talent. It's not yours. And if you would like to encourage your kid to do other things, it is only best that you find a way for them to do all those things together until your child decides that, no, this is not the thing for me, or until they fail to do it. Because sometimes, even in the spaces of talent, kids do need to learn discipline. They need to learn commitment. So you might need to push them in the area of their talents. Interesting enough, guys, your area of talent is not necessarily your area of calling. Do you realize there's people who are good at so many different things or very good at a specific thing, yet that's not what they're called to do with their lives? Do we actually understand what a calling is? And do we understand the difference between a calling and a career? Like, what were you created to do? There's what you know how to do, what you've learned how to do well, what you have skills in, what you have a God-given natural ability and talent in, and then what you are called to do. What you're called to do is, what should you be doing with what you have? Sometimes what you're called to do comes in with your learned skill and not your God-given talent. And then sometimes your God-given talent leads to your calling. So what do you guys think about that? But one of the most beautiful things to me is people who have very evident God-given talent and that thing becoming their calling and them succeeding in that calling. That's just one of my favorite life scenarios. So Miss Karun, back to her. Where did she go to school? She attended different local schools in Nairobi, where she further developed her musical interests, and her education included music as well as performance, allowing her to refine her skills and to learn about various aspects of the art form. I promise every single time I hear that people were learning music and art forms in school, there's a tear at the corner of my eye every single time. And not because they're tears of joy where I'm really happy, it's because I'm crying for the 16, 14, 12-year-old me that was told for what. But it's fine. It's fine. We were told to be forgiving. So that's what I'm going to do now. And what kind of influence did she have growing up? She was influenced by, we do have a rich musical landscape in this country, but she was particularly influenced by traditional African music as well as hip hop, R&B, and surprisingly Afrobeat. But as for the hip hop, R&B, as well as soul, you can hear that in her music. And this has really been integral to the development of who she is as an artist and the kind of music that she creates. So right about now, let's hear a little bit more from Miss Karun. And here we have Grind by her, Chase Aaron, and Zenia Manasseh. And right after that, we're going to have Here With Me, also by Miss Karun and Higo. Enjoy.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Catch me with my head down, working. This ain't coming out until it's perfect. Don't propose a deal unless it's worth it. I'm supposed to kill it, then rehearse it. I produce, perform it, then rehearse it. If I'm a flowers, I will not return them. Never underestimate the vision. 10 years in it, I cannot forget ya. I got a motto, you know what it is. Always putting all money in. How you wanna eat when you won't take hits? Get in the bag, involve so many risks.
Came from a city where nothing much was different. Me and my team, we was something to remember. Back in the days, I would drop in December. Get out the way, I'ma drop in the winter.
No one ever taught me how to grind. Leave it up to someone else, that would be a crime. Coming for my paper, it's my time. Me, I'm making my way up, coming for what's mine. Keep it moving, another day and shake it off and we'll try that again, yeah. Never wanna sit and wait, no. Don't let no one waste your time. Tunnel vision as it's placed, but don't get lost in your mind on the way, no. I won't even entertain, no. Home is sitting and complaining. Cause you know you gotta shine. Go ahead, shine your light. Only got one life, yeah. Baby, go put in the time. Open up your mind, yeah. No one ever taught me how to cry. Leave it up to someone else, that would be a crime. That would be a crime. Coming for my paper, it's my time. It's my time. Me, I'm making my way up, coming for what's mine. So if you don't respect the grind, I'm asking you to stay in line. Don't need anybody else that's gonna waste my time. Don't know if you understand the shit takes sacrifice. You didn't ask for my advice, but I ain't gotta say it twice.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
I've been hurt before. I found my heart there down on the floor. Wanted nothing more, but did
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Guys, did that jump just not give you Mikasa vibes? You know Mikasa? Do you guys know Mikasa is a South African band? Well, they're a duo. Are they a duo or a trio? I think they're a trio. Two of them are vocalists. Or is it one? You know what? Before I lie to you, just know that there is a band called Mikasa, and that was a very Mikasa vibe. That was Here With Me by Miss Karoon and Higo. And right before that, we had a Grind by Karoon, Chase, Aaron, Zenia, Manasseh, and Mombru. Please, if I'm butchering any of your faves' names, forgive me because Mimi Sijui, I have no idea. So let's get back into our woman crush today, or woman crush Wednesday, Miss Karoon. Yeah. So let's talk about, what are we talking about? Let me see. The different awards and nominations that she's had. She's been nominated for and won various awards in the East African music scene, including the prestigious East African Music Awards and Chaguo Latinis Awards. So that was when she was with Camp Mula. Yes. So Miss Karoon was a prominent member of Camp Mula, a popular Kenyan hip-hop group that gained significant recognition in the early 2010s. Her contributions to the group were instrumental in shaping its sound and image, yes. And some of this are her vocal talents. Yeah, she was the only female member of Camp Mula, and Miss Karoon brought a unique vocal style to the group, blending R&B with hip-hop, yeah. And it was really, honestly, it was the dopest. And the interesting thing is that she didn't sound like an extra. She really did look like a part of the group, because sometimes when we have a bunch of rappers and you throw in a girl to sing, it's like, you're just here as an extra. She was not an extra. She was really doing her thing. Yeah, and then as well as songwriting, she was involved in the songwriting process, helping to craft lyrics that really resonated with the youth, as well as addressed various social issues, addressed love, and addressed personal experiences. Like, sa walikuwa nalewa, walikuwa naandika, walienda kwa party wakalewa, and it was nice and it was fun. These are all jokes, of course. I like to make jokes. And Camp Mula produced several hit songs, such as A Party Don't Stop, and Feel Good, which received extensive airplay, as well as helped popularize the group within the Kenyan music scene and beyond. These guys were big in the whole world, in the whole of Africa, guys. Camp Mula was big in the whole of Africa, guys. I'm not even joking. They were loved in East Africa, West Africa, down south. They were really doing the thing. And then the group, with Miss Karoon's involvement, played a significant role in the evolution of contemporary Kenyan music, blending local sounds with global influences, as well as helping to pave way for the future artists in the industry. And we're so sad when they broke up. And they broke up because of different reasons. You know, a couple of them wanting to go solo, Miss Karoon needing to go to school abroad, and honestly, wow. And after Camp Mula's initial success, Miss Karoon embarked on a solo career, which allowed her to explore her artistic identity further, as well as showcase her versatility as a musician. Overall, Miss Karoon's contributions to Camp Mula were crucial in establishing the group as a significant force in the Kenyan music scene, as well as helping to elevate her own career as a solo artist. And now you hear what she's doing. She's doing a big thing. She's doing a good thing. And her sound is so unique. It doesn't sound typically Kenyan, if as much as there isn't a typically Kenyan sound. But it's a blend of so many different sounds. Very experimental, but very... what can I say? The poet in me will confuse you guys. It sounds very grounded. Like, you know, it doesn't sound like it's all over the place, but it also doesn't sound like what you would hear every single. You can tell, oh, this is a Miss Karoon song. It makes sense. You know, sometimes some of your faves make music and you're like, sayo imetoka wapi? Like, just because this is trending, now you're jumping onto the trend. No, she really sticks to her own. She really knows what she's about. And when I hear a Miss Karoon song, I'm like, that sounds just like her. So whether it's a pop sound, whether it's an R&B sound, whether it's an Afro house song, it all sounds like this. We understand, this makes sense. Like, she just has a sound that's really her. And I don't know what to call that sound. If you know what that kind of sound is, and I don't mean the genre, just like how to describe her sound. Let me know. Let me know at Caroline_Murote on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and the same across all social media platforms for Power Radio. Now let's get into the next jam by Miss Karoon, because we love to hear it. Well, we're gonna have Nairobi by Mayonde and Stony Jiwe, and then we're gonna jump back to Miss Karoon by with Reason. So enjoy.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
South C, South B, 111, 23, West D, can't get me, nah, don't need, namanani, baby. Ain't no city like my city, oh no, no, no. Nairobi, they can do it like we do it in the 254. Nairobi, my hustler, now my damn super, kawangare, buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Na 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 na.
25 flow, we on a wave, kamixa dem akufu vile na bounce kwa hit track. Ukipenda hala chuchu, jiwe, mayoyo, hey, we got the nunu, I'm in love with my city. Boss, I'm going kuku, hey. Hini ya madem wale ukulenga mtani, mkikutana Nairobi wana wave kwa mbali. Luku ni ya wadhi, utadhani Tamford. Saya kinenge, shika mavanga Sanford. Hey, niko idha mapararira kanganya. Big up my hustlers, wanao tamak. My foreigners, wale, makwa wamehama. Machoko shwale jiji, kwa pia ni mama. I'm keeping it real, keeping it local. I'm so raw, original flow though. And Nairobi, ay. It's magic when I'm on the mic, mzeya, ay. Woo.
Ain't no city like my city, oh no, no, no. Nairobi, they can do it like we do it in the 254. Nairobi,
Gigi,
my hustler, now my damn super.
Hey.
Kawangare, buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do.
Na Nairobi.
My body, kileleshwa, embakase, langata, dagorete, kibera, nakayole, dandora, Nairobi, tuko rada, kauna bifa hopni abama, bama hituni na tuleta pamoja, chama, tupate mitatu na zama, ama, eo ni kama, tumewateko Kampala na Jadama, enai, tunaweza Robi, ai, tunatesa, ata mayu wako yama. Ain't no city like my city, oh no, no, no. Nairobi, they can do it like we do it in the 254. Nairobi,
Gigi,
my hustler, now my damn super.
Hey.
Kawangare, buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Nairobi,
Gigi,
my hustler, now my damn super.
Hey.
Kawangare, buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do.
Nairobi. Nairobi, tumelock it kibobo. Kadunga mosquito, sio shock things bobo. Hey, lock it kibobo. Woo. No shock things bobo.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
doesn't matter, baby. I've never seen you dim your light. Remember the time you saved me. Wanna be there to make it right. When I look into your eyes, I feel how deep it's what you desire. If life is just too much to bear, just know how much I need you to be here. Baby, tell me what's the reason. I see sadness in your eyes. Are you entering a season? Tell me how to make it right. Always the greatest people. They seem to always feel a lot. But know the darkest valleys can lead you to the mountain tops. When I look into your eyes, I feel how deep things that you desire. If life is just too much to bear, just know how much I need you to be here. Baby, tell me what's the reason. I see sadness in your eyes. Are you entering a season? Tell me how to make it right. Baby, this won't last forever. Even day turns into night. You're a person I admire. Even now you're shining bright. What's the sadness? I wanna be there when it's raining down. Wanna be there when it's raining down. Wanna be there when it's raining down. Oh, down. Wanna be there when it's raining down. Wanna be there when it's raining down. Wanna be there when it's raining down. Oh, down.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
All right, so that was Miss Karoon, and Miss Karoon, well done for what you've done. You know, for Kenyans women, sana sana in the hip hop scene, sai the R&B and soul scene. So that was a reason by Karoon GR and Hook. Right before that, we had our anthem Nairobi by Mayonde and Stony Jiwe. How is this Wednesday finding you and other direct translation English, because we refuse, we decolonize. We're going to be vunjering English on this show consistently as a habit, because decolonize. I love how we find so many excuses, you know, whenever it is that, hey, una choma, and you're like, no, I have a good reason, we're decolonizing. Meanwhile, Kizungu imetoroka, but why would English be running away? Because it does not belong. It does not belong, guys. As much as it's a global language, we know the truth. Like, a lot of the time, it just doesn't belong on our tongues, and that's where it stays stressing us. Already, what are we talking about today? Today, we are talking about Kenya's creative industry. We're looking at women in the creative industry, and I think we've gotten somewhere, honestly. I think we have gotten somewhere, and our creative industry has seen significant growth. There is opportunities for women more than ever before. So I love that we're in a good time in history where women are getting platform to express themselves. And however, there are different factors, different challenges, different circumstances that have been shaping the Kenyan creative scene. Some of these are cultural factors, some of them are industry specific dynamics, and let's look into some of this. So there have been increased opportunities across different fields. So this is a field such as music, film, as well as media. So Kenya's music and film industry scenes have been expanding, and they have made space for figures such as Muthoni Drama Queen and Lupita Nyong'o, just to name but a couple, who have been gaining international acclaim. And local content has seen a boom thanks to platforms like YouTube, Sana YouTube, Netflix, as well as TikTok, where many Kenyan women showcase their talents. So shout out to those platforms. They were celebrating them. We'll see about tomorrow. We also have fashion and design. The Kenyan fashion industry has seen a significant rise with women such as Anne McCreath of Kiko Romeo, as well as Wamboi Makenyi leading the way. Nairobi Fashion Week and other events spotlight local talent, giving women designers more visibility as well as business opportunities. So are you a designer? Are you somebody who wants to showcase their talent when it comes to, donning us in beautiful attires, just having us look fab? Come and tell us about what you're making. I even know these people who make bags, people who weave carpets and all of that. Come holla at your girl. So what else do we have in the creative industry? We have the digital content creation space, where women are increasingly turning to digital platforms as influencers, bloggers, and content creators. We talk about them plenty here on Sheversations, and the spaces really allow for diverse voices as well as unique perspectives to thrive, often bypassing traditional gatekeeping. We have our aquaves, we have our, what are they called? This ladies who, oh my God, all their names have disappeared. Our comedians, this lady who was in Papa Shrand, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have them in a moment. They're right here and they all just disappeared. But let me give an example. Somebody like Cartoon Comedian has been on YouTube. She started off making those funny videos and then she moved on to music, disappeared a little bit, but that's just a good example. That's not the example I had off the top of my head, because there's another comedian who actually goes on Churchill, and they've both disappeared. Huyu mwenye anavanga kamisi mingi anaitwa aje? Oye. She does content with Terrence Creative. I'm going to remember them. You just give me a moment. Yeah. So our digital content creation space is so, and then kuna huyu boina mwenye anakulanga chakula sijui kama amelipwa kama fundi. Girl, like, why would you be downing 2 hot dogs and a whole packet of fries and then a milkshake and soda? And I'm like, there's no way these things were eaten in one go. There's no way. Aki boy na, and then we have Sasa Kababa. Imagine, like, see how nice it is when we have platform and women are making money. Of course there's a guys Akina Flaco and company and all of those guys. They've really been making waves on social media, and digital content creation is a great platform. One of our Fridays we shouted out Just Ivy Africa. She has YouTube to thank for her fame. Hard work, yes, but YouTube and Instagram are the platforms where we have known who she is and been able to see her work. So if you feel like the industry that you want to get into is being gatekept, just put your work out there. Put your work out on social media. Be intentional about branding and see how far that gets you. Yeah, so that's the different spaces, the different areas where there's an increase of opportunities across different fields. And then we have the cultural and gender norms. So, under cultural and gender norms, we have traditional expectations. So, There is progress, yes, but traditional gender norms can still limit women's choices in pursuing their creative careers. Some families and communities view careers in arts and entertainment as non-serious and even inappropriate for women, creating social pressures. I am an example. I've already told you guys my story. I've been crying this whole time. Why am I not somewhere drawing, being the next big thing? Because me and my guitar playing aspirations as well as my drawing aspirations, were for what? I was asked for what, genuinely, and this is a good example. So that is a cultural and gender norm that really got in the way because it was seen as non-serious by my parent. Representation is another issue. Women still face underrepresentation in their industries, especially in leadership roles across the creative industry. While women are visible in front of the camera and on stage, decision-making roles behind the scenes, which I have seen myself in the production spaces. So these are decision-making roles such as directors, producers, or business executives are still male-dominated. I'm very honored because the producers here are, they're female, and I'm really, really, really honored to work in a space where you're really seeing women have leadership roles, and that's just not something we see across the board, even though it's changing, but still we need to create more representation, especially in leadership positions. And leadership, women taking up space in leadership positions is something that we have talked about. Women having to fight with inferiority complex as well as the dreaded imposter syndrome is something that we've really highlighted on. And I need to remind you, as the girlies, if you're qualified, period. Doesn't matter who you know or don't know. You need to go out there, grab life by the balls, and just get into those spaces, into those positions, and pull other women up. And yes, let that image in your head be as graphic as that. That's what we need to do as women. We need to become more aggressive, maintaining our femininity, but being more aggressive in getting these roles, because, representation is a matter of taking up space. If you want to be represented, it means somebody needs to take up space. And if the space isn't being given to us, then we need to grab it and take it for ourselves. So what's another challenge that's being faced by women in the creative industry? Let me see. We have issues with funding and support. We're going to circle back to that. In just a moment. But let's look at this. Gender bias and stereotyping. This is when women are stereotyped as being less capable in fields such as film directing, such as music production, as well as technical roles. And this bias often extends to unequal pay as well as limited access to high profile opportunities. And then we're going to look into a few solutions as we go into some of these challenges. So what can happen? Establishing mentorship programs that connect aspiring women creatives with established female industry leaders can help break down stereotypes. What else can help? Awareness campaigns and workshops addressing unconscious bias also promote a more inclusive industry. So those are two solutions that we can have when it comes to gender bias and stereotyping. Having the girlies who have made it all the way to the top, intentionally mentoring and passing down the skills, the information, whatever it is that they've really struggled to get, just making it easier for the next person and holding that door open and pulling them up into those positions in industry. And the second thing that we can do is create awareness campaigns like Sheversations. Well, this is not a campaign, but just platforms where awareness is created, and specifically workshops addressing the unconscious and sometimes intentional bias, and this really promotes a more inclusive industry. So we're going to look into a couple more of these challenges. But before we continue, here is My Paradise by Karun GR and Hook, and Pretty Girl Wine by Muthaka, Brandy Minor, and Mbithi. This is for you.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Is it alright if I leave with you? 'Cause there's nothing I'd rather do. Wanna be sitting right next to you, yeah. As we drive down the avenue, my For you, nothing I would rather do. Yeah. Is it alright if I lay with you? Not dare you to say the truth, yeah. 'Cause right now I'm enjoying the view, yeah. But time flies when it's me and you. My paradise is here with you. I wanna pour my energy all into you. I'm ready for anything. I'm open. And I'm counting the days till I can have your love. There's nothing else that I've been dreaming of. No, there's nothing I can't live without you, baby. There's nothing I would rather do. For you, nothing I would rather do. Yeah, nothing I would rather do. For you, nothing I would rather do. Yeah.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Yeah. Maini ina handle vitu, roho haiwezi. Roho ina handle vitu, akili haiwezi. Akili ina handle vitu, himwili haiwezi. Blood sugar na panda juu yako when it's crazy.
Looking for you pretty but you're minimal. Think there's someone nothing like me, no, not at all. I got everything you need, yeah, overall. Have you begging on your knees, that's spiritual. Take your time with me, I'll be your general. Take it straight to the top, do you hear me now? Watch me whine and go, don't sit down, turn around. All the pretty girls stand up on it now. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up, line up. When you hit the floor, watch them turn up, turn up. Having all the guys, them line up. Guess you never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder when you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder when you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl dancing, 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 pretty girl dancing. Wine, 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 wine. Yo, back with another. It's Brandy. Okay, pretty girl, go whine it. Give it to them, girl, yeah, slightly. Baby girl, a Range Rover. Everybody wanna taste of ya, yeah. You gotta admit, kuna something special, special about an East African queen. The way she whine, the way she moving, calypso. She grooving a little, and I get them vitu. Itabidi me keep up with the pace if you really wanna touch my waist. Baby, hata si maringo, niggas don't go shaki, you know. See, never met a good girl bad like this. Make you wonder when you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. Like a boy, said you're pretty and you're nice. But waiting for a bad boy, thinking that's my type. But you want the kind of girl that pull up and excite, yeah. Thinking we should couple up a kind of like, yeah. Julio nasikia fiti, na mimi ni pretty. How I do the pretty, why? Watch me do my pretty, why? Look into my pretty eye.
I'm a boy over here. Yeah. Body language in a bonga lugha na rada. Seen a lot of fine bodies lakini nobody bada. I got what you need, you got what I want, baby. You got what I need, I got what you want, baby. Mudaka nikeo balo kajuna ni confused. Well done, very caliber like how I consume. Booty be like a booty, so falling missing a booty. You know you got the job, come and report for duty. And you know my blood sugar na panda juu yako when it's crazy.
Got a good girl bad make you wonder where you last had it like this. Don't be so quick, yeah, you gotta time it. I know that you want it, you don't gotta hide it. See the pretty girl, them, see the pretty girl, them, pretty girl, them, see the pretty girl, them, pretty girl, them, see the pretty girl, them,
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
So that was a Pretty Gal Wine by Muthaka Brandy Minor and Busy. Right before that, we had My Paradise by Karun GR and Hook. And what are we doing? We are shouting out our Woman Crush Wednesday, which we already did. And now we're talking about Kenya's creative economy. So Miss Karun, shout out to you as somebody who's doing really good in this economy. And well, the Brandy Miners and them, y'all already know what I have to say about that because we said it a couple months ago. And now we're looking into the different reasons as to why women might struggle in this creative industry in our country. We've already looked at gender stereotypes and bias. We've already looked at cultural and gender norms. And now we are going to be looking into limited access to funding and resources. So, many women struggle to access funding to support their creative projects, and financial institutions may actually view creative ventures as high risk, particularly when coming from women, which is weird, making it harder for women, especially those who are starting out, to secure funds. What can we do about this? Crowdfunding. Chama, nipeni pesa. Support me. Woye tuma M-Pesa, tuma fare. That's crowdfunding. Different and as well as different partnerships with organizations focused on women in business, like Kenya Women Microfinance Bank, KWFT, that is Kenya Women Microfinance Bank, can provide funding alternatives. Also, government and private sector grants specifically for women in the creative industry can also foster growth. We also have, like, the incubation program by Muthoni Drama Queen and such. These are spaces that you can look of. You can look out for. Just go into your research and see how our women funded. Go and look into this artist stories. Every week we shout out a different woman. We look at her story and how she got to where she is, and we see somebody like Mayonde got to where she is because she did get an opportunity. Muthoni Drama Queen gave her an opportunity. Who else? I'm trying to remember who else went through that particular program. One of the ladies that we've shouted out. There's also Kenya Conservatoire of Music, which is a music school. And a lot of the time when you go through some of these institutions, you find that there are organizations very willing to fund people who are coming from certain institutions because they know the potential. They know the skill that you have gotten is something that they can rely on, something they can fully trust. You can also just go stand in the streets and say, "Hi guys, I'm a starving artist. Please help." That was a joke. Because some of y'all's sense of humor is really not, it's not giving. What else? What else is something that's going on in the creative industry, specifically where women are involved? So this is a lack of representation as well as a lack of role models. And this is because there are fewer women in high-ranking positions in Kenya's creative industry, which really limits representation and discourages young women from entering or remaining in the field. Again, taking up space, women in leadership positions. A lot of women have been saying that even when you make it, it's really hard. For example, as a woman performer, as a woman artist, you go somewhere and you realize that there isn't a bathroom that has a makeup station that is private. There isn't a private changing area for women. There isn't sanitary bins in the bathrooms to recognize the fact that we have menstruating humans who need this facilities. So that is a lack of representation, and the lack of role models is that we have, out of every 10 prominent artists, 2 or 3 of them are women, and that's not enough. A third or less than a third is really not enough when it comes to representation. And just assuming, just having a woman there does not mean that this person is willing to mentor you. So the more women we have, then the more potential to grow, because it means that you have an array of people to choose from. You have an array of people to approach, and if 3 say no, another 3 will say yes. So that's one of the things that's actually forming the scene when it comes to Kenya's creative industry. So let's see what else we have here. We have sexual harassment as well as unsafe work environments that really affect women in the creative industry. So the challenge is that, sexual harassment is really, 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 really ripe, where informal work settings, can really lead to exploitation. Women really face pressure to accept unfair treatment to advance their careers. I have come across some of these weird situations where somebody offers, mimi nimpe kasusu kangu ndio anipe job. Ew. By the way, you guys out there are disgusting. Let me just tell you, that's actually very gross. Imagine me kama mtoto wa mamangu, I give you my kasusu so that you give me a job. Oh. But then imagine how many young girls don't have options or feel like they don't have options. Imagine how many girls have been pressured. If me, Caroline Murote, at my big age, have been in that situation and I had to walk away from a job opportunity. What about younger girls? What about girls who are straight from campus, girls who are just entering the industry, girls who have no idea, girls who might not be that confident in, I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, and regardless of whatever it is that I am walking away from, I'm still going to get another opportunity elsewhere. Imagine a girl who knows that it's either you get this job or you sleep hungry at the end of this month. It's either you get this job or there's no food for you. It's either you get this job or you can't take your mom to hospital. Would this girl not be in a position where she feels forced to have her kasusu being the one paying for the job? Because we say, oh, just walk away, don't do it. And we like to, to victim blame. And sexual harassment is harassment. Let's understand. Just because you had a space where, labda unge kubali ama refuse does not make it any less harassment. It doesn't make it harassment because you're being coerced, against your better judgment, against your desires. You're being coerced because if you don't do this, then this opportunity will be taken away from you. So essentially what that is leveraging power against this person who has they don't have the privilege to say no. They don't have the background. Maybe they don't even have what do I say? It's not even something, saying no is not even an option to them. So the fact that you've put them in this position, you've propositioned this girl, you've put them in a compromising position already in itself is harassment, even if they say yes. And I don't think that any woman deserves this. And we know that these things happen to men as well, but it goes without saying that it happens to women. So many more times than it does to men, right? And we keep on reminding you guys here, my Sheversationalists, that this is not a competition. It's never a competition between men and women. We're just giving platform to these issues so that they can be addressed because they are urgent, yeah? So sorry to women who may have felt pressure to accept unfair treatment so that they can advance their careers. That is completely unfair, and I'm just really sad that this keeps on happening. So what can we do? We need to have stronger enforcement of workplace policies and codes of conduct. Does your organization have a sexual harassment policy? Does it have a code of conduct that protects women from potentially being in this situation? Does it? Find out today and let me know, and be part of the team that is pushing for this if there is no sexual harassment policy in your place of work. So this workplace policies as well as codes of conduct supported by industry bodies can help create safer spaces. So if you're in the media industry, find out which bodies support your policies, legitimize your policies. If you're in the construction space, find out, women in real estate. Find out if you're a woman in STEM, women in tech. Find out which legal and formal bodies support your industry so that you can legitimize the policies and codes of conduct that you have to protect women in the workplace so that we can all work towards creating safer spaces. Initiatives like #MeToo and local advocacy groups for women's rights in Kenya have encouraged women to speak out, but more legal and institutional support is needed. Me Too, in case you're not aware, was a global movement that was started in Hollywood in the States and gained prominence across the whole world. And this happened because artists, particularly actresses, thespians, decided that enough was enough. And there was a case reported against one of the big fishes, one of the big fishes in Hollywood, and other women started saying #MeToo, in the sense that I too have gone through it. It was not just you, and also you are not alone. And a lot of men actually came forward to support this movement, which I love so much, and that's how it's supposed to be. So when it comes to sexual harassment and unsafe work environments, that's supposed to be a thing of the past. But because it's not, it means that we need to be extremely intentional when it comes to fighting against this societal ill. And before we get into the next thing, when it comes to what's going on in the creative industry in our country, let's listen to I'll Tell You Why by Karun, GR, and Hook, and Try Again by Miss Karun. Enjoy.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Wanting to live just while I'm alive, and I'll tell you
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Yeah. Try again. Tell me, are you really gonna pretend like me and you can do all this again? Like, did you really think that this could work? I'm tired, I can't try again. I think that you're great, but just on paper. Trying to make this work is turn to labor. Baby, it ain't working in our favor. Baby, gotta try again. Try again. Tell me, are you really gonna pretend like me and you can do all this again? Like, did you really think that this could work? I'm tired, I can't try again. I think that you're great, but just on paper. Trying to make this work is turn to labor. Baby, it ain't working in our favor. Trying, you know it's the end. Yeah, yeah. Baby, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end, right? Don't you pretend, don't pretend, don't pretend like we can be friends, or be friends, or be friends. Don't recommend that, let me start again. Like, baby, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end, like, don't you pretend, don't pretend, don't pretend like we can be friends, or be friends, or be friends. Don't recommend that, I can go again. Like,
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Miss Karun are doing the thing. So that was I'll Tell You Why and Try Again. So, creative industry manenos. What's going on in Kenya? What's going on in our scene? Something else that we are struggling with, really struggling with, because guys, the struggle is real, honestly, is balancing cultural expectations as well as career demands. This thing is really affecting women left, right, and center. Men as well, but like sana women. Many women face societal pressures to prioritize family responsibilities over career aspirations, and this challenge is particularly tough in an industry that often requires long and predictable hours. This is facts. This is the truth, and if relational partnerships, in marriages and people who are doing family together, or even with single mothers and whoever it is that are your caretakers, if the other parties were to understand what this industry looks like, just being a woman, not the work itself, just the fact that you're doing this work as a woman and the extra challenges you have doing this work as a woman, then it means that it's extremely important for whoever it is that you're doing life with, whoever it is that's supporting you in life, to be sober enough to realize and recognize that you're struggling with more things than your male counterparts, and that you're ever going to be successful to be able to have the liberty to have extra hours to spend at home, liberty to, and flexibility in your calendar. Then you actually do need to put in a lot of work, especially when you're establishing yourself. And this is something that a lot of women don't have in society because it's not talked about often enough. People don't draw enough pictures of what does it look like for you to be a woman working in the creative industry. And now, not just as a woman, but a woman with a family. What does it look like? A lot of women are not given spaces to prioritize themselves, and they should put their families first at their expense. And I think it needs to be a balance. I think it needs to be a healthy balance, because also making a choice to start a family, it needs to be a well-informed choice. And kids honestly need to be taken care of by both their parents if that's an option. However, when it comes to how much of that labor is shared across the board, women do bear the brand of a lot of it, and in unfair quantities. So this is something that we need to be thinking about as Sheversationalists, that if you're a man whose woman is in the creative industry, you need to sit down and perhaps even curate your life around her schedule, because she doesn't have an option. Her work is not typically 9 to 5. It's not typically Monday to Friday. So it's not what you might expect, but the reality is that if you want this woman to flourish in her God-given talent or in the skills that she has garnered for herself, over time, then you do need to have a flexible and open-minded mindset when it comes to working around her job expectations, so that you give her chances to succeed. What can we do, guys? What can we do about balancing our cultural expectations as well as career demands? What can be done is that we can look for flexible work arrangements if that's an option. We can look for childcare support. Yes. We can look for or work towards shared parental responsibilities, and this would make it easier for women to thrive in their careers. Industry advocates and policymakers can work to promote family-friendly work policies within creative organizations. So, for example, having a creche or a nursery in your office, you have women, a lot of women possibly cannot leave their kids at home or are not comfortable, or the job that you're giving them requires them to be at work for a really long time or for odd hours. And perhaps this is a new mother who might be breastfeeding. It might be a good idea for you to invest in having company childcare, where you have the mother being able to breastfeed, look in on their child, and yet they're being taken care of. Well, this woman is able to take care of the work that you've given her. Help this women take care of their kids, because it's not that they're unwilling to work. It's that you can't just leave the child at home and abandon them. You can't. You need to actually look into childcare. And if I was a CEO, if I was a manager, honestly speaking, my organization would have childcare, because that's something that would make women easily come to work, and you can always bring your kids to work, and we become a community at the end of the day. You come, you feed. It's just a more community oriented space, if that's a thing that is possible, and that would just take away the need for women having anxiety, being away from their kids, because it means that they would be able to spend their lunchtime together with their kids if that's something that they desired. Because also bringing your child into work would be an option, not something that's a must, but particularly for single ladies, if they were unsure about leaving their child at home with just a stranger helper who they might not have a lot of background on, then having childcare spaces in the industry, in the work office, is something that people in decision making positions need to look into. That happens. I've been told that happens in Safaricom here on Wayaki Way. I'm not sure, the Michael Joseph Center, I've been told that particular office actually does have childcare for their workers. So let me know if that's true. I don't have facts on that, but that's just something that I have heard. Okay, so what else can we do? This is just the broader scope of things. So digital literacy as well as skills training. So offering digital skills training to women can help them navigate online platforms, build strong personal brands. We've talked about the importance of personal branding for women, and they can access a wider audience. So if you see a woman flourishing on LinkedIn, Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and TikTok, then this is a woman who is empowered, So that's what we can do in the area of digital literacy, as well as skills training, because you translate what you have to offer to your audience in a attractive and aesthetic manner, which makes them that much more willing probably to come and interact with your art, to interact with your products. Another thing that can be done that is in the broader scope of things is building stronger networks. Women-focused creative networks can foster collaboration, shared resources, and group advocacy to advance women's interests in the industry. So creative spaces, creative networking spaces, creative conferences where women are the center. This is something that really works in every single industry. So if you're a woman somewhere, find out what other women in your industry are doing, or in similar industry, or in any other industry. As long as you can come together and empower women who are like-minded, then that is definitely going to put us a step ahead towards coming against all of this different challenges that we are trying to beat down intentionally. What else can be done, just to round it off, is having increased government and NGO support. Serikali's idea. I can't say that I wouldn't say Serikali's idea today, but here we are. 8 minutes till the end of our show, 7 minutes to the end of the show, and Shasema Serikali's idea. Imagine we can't live without our government. That's the saddest thing. So Serikali's idea is something that would actually do good for our women in the creative industry. Government programs, along with NGOs, could create more grants, awards, and incubator programs to prioritize women-led creative projects. Serikali's idea and the NGOs, please help the babes. Help the girlies, please, 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 and thank you. And as somebody who's in the creative industry who might be looking for support, looking for grants, looking for structure, it is in your best interest to do research, because this information is on the internet. The internet is free. Actually, no, it costs Wi-Fi and bundles. But you get what I'm saying. Like you're gonna be online for one reason or another. So it might as well be for you to put in your best foot forward when it comes to getting research on these different opportunities and support systems that are available. They might not be enough for everybody, but the ones that are there are constantly looking for women who are not applying. So be the one that's applying. And hopefully, if we address these challenges with some of these targeted solutions, Kenya's creative industry can move towards a more inclusive environment where women overall and women throughout can thrive equally alongside our gentlemen, our male counterparts. So that has been women in the creative industry, women in Kenya's creative industry. That is what the landscape looks like right now. What I'm encouraged about is how intentionally women are doing when it comes to creating content. So if you're a content creator girly, you are a brand ambassador girly, you are a business, what do you call this? Business, hey, what's the word? Consultant. Yes, there's a lot of women right now in career coaching, in consultancy, CV building, all of that. And it's very, 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 very exciting, very exciting. And I'm actually excited because in our next show we're gonna have just a scope of what the creative industry looks like for our youth, for young people across, young creatives, and how we can all engage ourselves, ladies and gentlemen alike, but hoping that we'll get continuous wins for the girlies, because I'm all about the she's, I'm all about the bosoms. I had a couple of friends who used to call their girlfriends bosoms. So that's what I'm going to be calling you guys, my bosoms. If you're a man watching Sheversations, you too can be my bosom. You can be whatever it is that you want. Yeah. If you have feedback for us, you want to chime in on the conversation, feel free to do so on our socials at Power Radio across all platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you want to talk to me directly, do so on Instagram at Caroline_Murote. On Facebook, it's Caroline Murote, X Caroline Murote, TikTok Caroline Murote. Or you can call me directly, slide into my DMs, get my number, and I'll holla right at you if you're not weird. Because some of you in the DMs are very, 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 very weird. But because we've come to the end of the show, we've come to the end of a Sheversation for today. I am gonna leave you with a more Karoon, and this is a Catch a Vibe, and she's featuring Mombru, or however it is that you pronounce that name. I already told you guys, I don't know, you cannot crucify me. And I will see you guys on Friday. Love you, love you, love you. Mwah.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
only you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about the way you smile. Hold your breath and baby, we could catch a vibe, feel the frequency. Catch a vibe, only you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be. I said, it's a part of me. All the art you see, you should be proud of me. She said, you're my baby G. You work hard, I see. So now she's proud of me. How could this be? How could this be? Yeah. How could it be? Blessings on me, yeah. Blessings on me, yeah. Blessings shining on me, yeah. Shines on my neighbor, shining weekly. Blessings we see, yeah. Blessings on me. I don't know anyone who feels so right. Don't know anyone who makes me catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about you makes me higher. Breathe it in and maybe we could catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be. Only you could see what you mean to me. You won't believe it. I'm here for the ride. All your love's a riot, such a vibe. Only me and me ride it. Your love, yeah, I'll provide it. Come with me, you inspire. Your love, you're my provider. Only you could see what you mean to me. You won't believe it. I'm here for the ride. All your love's a riot, such a vibe. Only me and me ride it. Your love, yeah, I'll provide it. Come with me, you inspire. Your love, you're my provider. I don't know anyone who feels so right. Don't know anyone who makes me catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be right. See, there's something about you makes me higher. Breathe it in and maybe we could catch a vibe for the frequency. Catch a vibe on you and me. Feel alright, baby, we could see if we could be.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.